Up, gang? Hey man, we got a video of a promiscuous girl basically being honest on camera. So before we jump into that video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also jump into the CLG community. It is only $48 a month, less than $500 a year, and you get a free one-on-one with me as soon as you join. Just send me a DM, and if you jump in before August 25th, you get access to the Hard 30 for free. So make sure you jump in, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the channel, make sure you watch this to the very end because I got a ton of gold nuggets. And without further ado, let's jump right into this video.
How many dudes have entered this room, like right here?
Oh, I don't bring them here. I go there. That's true.
Oh, so how many dudes' rooms have you went to?
Like 54.
So how many dudes' rooms have you went to?
54.
So how many dudes' rooms have you went to?
I've been to 54 guys' rooms.
Okay, so like you wouldn't even know, like if you went to that many rooms, like you wouldn't even know off the top of your head.
I have it written
You're just
down
saying
on
a
my
number.
phone. No, I have it written down on my phone.
Why are
and I
you
have their
lying?
name and I rate the
Are you,
on a scale of 10.
are you for real?
I'll pull it up. Okay, so I have their name,
Okay.
and then I have how we know each other, and then I have their looks on a scale of 1 to 10.
6 out of 10. 3 out of 10?
Oh my god, I don't even know where to begin. Oh my goodness. Alright, so we just gonna jump right into it. So basically, the girl is promiscuous. She's been to 54 guys' different rooms. I guess she's like in college or in some kind of dorms or something like that, if I had to guess. And she ranks all of the guys based off of basically their looks and how she met them and how good their dick is, right? And some of the guys that she hooked, a lot of the guys were like 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10, so average guys. And then she even hooked up with a guy that was a 3 out of a 10, right? So it just goes to show you, you know, if you follow the CLG process and basically you meet her minimum attraction threshold, you have a fucking shot. You feel me? Whether you think you a 3, whether you think you a 2, whatever number you want to give yourself. All I teach guys is put themselves in a position where they love themselves, right? You know what I mean? Put yourselves in a position where you actually love yourself, where you actually cherish yourself, where you actually know that you are God's gift to earth, because everybody is unique in their own way. Everybody has their own fingerprint, things like that. So self-esteem is extremely important. Whether you're getting results or not, just understanding that if you stick to the process with every chick, the results will come. You feel me? Some guys, it takes a little bit longer than others, right? It is what it is. For some guys it clicks right away. From some guys, it takes a little bit longer. Some guys this, some guys that, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But here's what I will say. There are girls out here moving like this, especially with the newer generation, the Gen Z and things like that, because of social media, because of society, because of a lot of different things. And women are naturally hive-minded, meaning that they move with the group for the most part. Now, what does this mean? In terms of long-term partnerships, there are fewer and fewer good, solid chicks to choose from. In terms of sexual needs being met, there are more and more girls to choose from. If you are one of those guys that want to be monogamous and religious and things like that, you need the CLG community even more so that you can weed out and stay away from girls like this. You know what I mean? The more monogamous or the more mainstream you want to be as a guy, the skill set is even that much more important to have, so that you can avoid being caught in relationships with girls like this. So for example, I was at the barbershop today. My barber has a lot of clients that are pretty well off. You know what I mean? A lot of clients that make a lot of money. One of his clients, who makes a lot of money doing credit repair, tall, in shape, black gentleman, decided to marry a black woman. Now, this black woman, because women just take, and they have no appreciation for the black man or whatever, or the man or whatever the case is, and they just feel like they're entitled to things. This black woman, even though this guy was making a bunch of money, he was paying all of her bills. She didn't have to work. He bought her a car, a Tesla X model or whatever, the one with the doors that come up on the side. She said she didn't like that car. He bought it cash for her. He sold the car. Back to the dealership, took the loss, and then bought her a Porsche truck. He basically did everything for her, bought her Louis bags, whatever. She was just swiping his card, crazy like that. But it came a point in time where she started blatantly disrespecting the guy. Think about this. You're a broke woman The guy that you're with is tall, in shape, attractive, and he's paying all your bills. And not what a normal human being would do is be like, damn, I'm blessed to have a man like this. Let me play my cards right. Nope, that's not what this chick did. And this is a local story. This is my barber. This guy is a local guy that comes to the barbershop, right? So what she does is like, nope, let me milk him dry for every fucking penny. Because that's what women do. Take, especially bad women. That's why the CLG community is very important. So that you can learn how to have the skill set to not only attract women to hook up with and sleep with, but even if you don't want to use it for that, you can use that skill set so that you have the skill to be able to attract a quality fucking woman as well. You get what I'm trying to say? But going back to this story, this girl got so disrespectful that she started flying her mother in on his dime. They would go to the LV store, right at one of the higher end malls in this Miami area. They'll go to the LV store, with LV is Louis Vuitton, whatever you want to call it. And then she would buy her mom $3,000 bags on her husband's card without even asking her husband. And the disrespect just got so heavy that the guy was just like, you know what? You know, I'm trying to be a financial, savior for you. You're disrespecting the money that I've given you. I've put you in a place. You have no bills, and all you do is, and you have no job. He did give her a daughter, so all you do is stay home. You're stay-home mom, and you just spend my money like crazy. This relationship is over. So the guy walks away from the relationship, or the marriage. I think he was married to her. So I guess they're in the middle of divorce. So basically what he does is he's like, I'm done with this situation. He was renting the house at the time. He goes on to buy a $2 million house, and basically puts his cell phone child support, because he did the math and he said, well, that's better than dealing with her. And now she's in the middle of the fucking hood somewhere, riding around in a used ass Hyundai, not making no fucking money, all because she fumbled the bag, all because she treated a man that cared for her, loved for her, and would have gave her the world like shit, and continue to disrespect this man. You feel me? Continue to swipe his card, without his permission. There were arguments that were had, like, hey, you gotta ask me before you, and basically in her words, I don't gotta ask you shit. So that's how that relationship ended. Now she riding around in a fucking used Hyundai, living in the hood, and every day she is calling this guy to bitch and complain. He said financially he's fine because he put his cell phone child support, things like that. But he said she makes his life a living hell every single day and uses his daughter against him to make his life a living hell. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you choose the wrong woman, especially if you want to do the monogamy thing, or if you want a main chick or anything like that, if you choose the wrong woman can literally make your life a living fucking hell. Point blank period. That's why having the skill set, having the tools, understanding how to track and how to keep attraction the right way, and having the woman follow your game plan early and often will actually keep the relationship strong, solid, healthy, and it will allow the relationship to last extremely long. You guys know my story. My main bitch been kicking it with me now, and I'm not even the perfect example of a guy. You get what I'm trying to say? My main bitch kicking me for damn near fucking 15 plus years. You get what I'm trying to say? So I tell you guys that, and I want you guys to watch videos like that, because at the end of the day, they got girls out here sleeping with guys that are 3 out of 10. It's so many guys that are actually so obsessed with their looks and trying to become the 10 out of 10 and trying to become the most attractive guy on the planet and trying to do this and trying to do that and blah, 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 and trying to be the best on the dating apps and things like that, when a lot of it comes down to how you act. A lot of it comes down to how you carry yourself. Now, if you have the looks and you act right, okay, that will increase your chances, right? That will increase your chances. But usually what happens with the guy with the super over the top looks max, things like that, a lot of times they don't act right because they looks max based off of a deep insecurity that women can fish out as soon as they meet the guy. There's a very deep insecurity in that guy who feels like he has to be perfect every time he steps out of the house in order to attract any fucking woman in his life. And that insecurity bleeds over into the conversations that he's having with women and things like that. And the women feel it, and their results actually are lower than what they should be based off of that person's looks. So I'm not saying that looks don't matter at all. I don't want you to get confused on that. All that does is erase your initial respect, right? She will initially have more respect for you if your looks, status, money are at a certain level. But that respect can still drop quickly, very quickly, based off of how you act. It can drop fairly quickly based off of how you act. So that's what I wanted to beat into you guys' heads in this video. I really wanted to get that point across. And then we had another story, right? And this is from my barber. This is just local, everyday stuff. This is not no movie star. This ain't no this. This ain't no that. This is, you get me? These are just normal, everyday guys. So my barber knew this guy who was a player, right? You know, he was in the streets. He had skill. He was always hooking up with women, things like that. You know what I mean? He was always known to have girls. Well, what happened with this guy is he ran across his perfect type. So he finally was able to get a girl. So he was hooking up with girls in the past, but none of them was his perfect type. It was just girls that was going, right? You know, like there's guys out there, you know, they look fairly decent, they kind of just choose the girls that choose them. So they look for choosing signals kind of thing. Well, this guy finally was able to get a girl that was his dream girl. She had a perfect body. She had, you know, she wasn't mentally ill. She wasn't none of that. She had everything right. Everything in the right places. This guy fell in love with this girl so quickly, even though he was a player, he fell in love with her so quickly that not only did he marry her, bought her a house. He was monogamous to her. He did all of that. And then he went off to the army, right? Now, while he was deployed, his boy called him and said, like, bro, where's your girl? He was like, oh, she's at home. He was like, nah, bro, she's at the strip club. Sent him a video. He almost got kicked out of the army for leaving, wrongly leaving or something like that, to try to leave the base to go down and confront this chick, right? Obviously, he couldn't, or whatever the case is. But when he was finally able to talk to her, she talked him back into getting in a relationship with her. Right? Like he loved her so much that even though she was caught in a strip club dancing on the pole, she didn't have to work. She didn't have to do stripping. I guess she just wanted to do it to feel liberated. I don't know what the fuck. She just wanted to show off her little fucking perfect body. And she just danced for a night. Like, I don't know. She had friends that were strippers and they just let her dance there for one fucking night. She wasn't a stripper. They just allowed her to dance there one. She just wanted to show her body off to men for some fucking weird reason. So this guy, he's so in love with her that he took her back. You know what I mean? Even after that, even after his boy called her at the strip club, all that shit, called him, whatever, he took her back. Takes her back. Shortly after, she gets caught actually cheating on him with another man. You feel me? To the point where this guy damn near loses his mind and finally ends it. And she calls my barber because he has a kid with her and shit like that. She calls my barber, and because now she, you know, she doesn't have the house. You know, she's driving a raggedy ass car. She doesn't know how to make money, things like that. And she tells my barber, she's just like, you know, I really fumbled what I had with him. I wish I can have him back. And my barber said I would tell him, but because he's so in love with her, I decided not to even tell him that she said that about him, because he probably would have took her back again. And this comes down to a lot of guys, because they don't have the right skill set. Yes, I know this guy, they said he was a player, whatever the case is. But a lot of guys, when they say they're players, a lot of guys, they're settling for women that they don't actually like. They're actually hooking up with women that they're not really sexually attracted to, women that are not their perfect type. So when he got his perfect type, however, you know, he felt it was luck or whatever the case is, when he was able to get his perfect type, he fell head over heels in love to the point where he gave her pretty much everything. He cared too much. That's basically what happened. And because he showed too much care, it forced her to look for guys and attention outside of him because she felt like she can do better. This is what happens when you care too much about a woman. A woman will keep her eyes open because her dating strategy never changes. All she has to do is go outside and look cute. That's it. She doesn't have to go outside and be like, oh, I got to talk to 5 girls today. Oh, I got to talk to at least 2 girls today. Oh, I got to jump outside of my comfort zone. Oh, I got to get rejected a couple times. Oh, No, a girl goes out and all she has to do is look cute. That's it. Put on their makeup, put on their little tight dress, show their little body off, and somebody will come to them. Somebody will court them. That's how it works. So now she's sitting back reminiscing like, damn, I really fumbled a good guy. I fumbled a guy that was attractive, paid my bills, took care of me, and I took his love for granted. I cheated. I fucking got kicked out, whatever the case is. Now she's reminiscing that particular guy because all the other guys she's fucking now are strictly, they know who she is. They know she's not meant for anything long term. They're putting dick on her because she's probably dating, every girl is going to date guys that are at the top tier if they can. Probably dating guys that's outside of her league, let's be honest. And now she's stuck in this cycle. And she's broke because she doesn't know how to make money. So, and I say that to say this because, you feel me? A lot of guys, you know, when they get their perfect girl, right? The girl that has everything that they want, right? Just a perfect click. They want to overcare about this chick. You feel me? They want to give this girl the world. And a lot of girls don't understand why guys are like that with women, because for a lot of guys, it's very difficult for them to get their perfect type. It is extremely, even players, it is very difficult for them to get their perfect type. Now for women, they tend to get their perfect type pretty much all the fucking time. A lot of women fucking get hook up with guys that are out of their league all the fucking time. Some girls like guys with big shoulders. Some girls like guys that's tall. Some girls like guys, whatever the fuck the girl likes, she tends to get that 9 times out of 10. Even if it's just a hookup, she still has the opportunity to try to prove to the guy that she's relationship worthy. You get what I'm trying to say? So for women, and one of the reasons why women are fucking crazy, I believe, is because women do actually get their fucking perfect type with fucking every man. But then that man leaves them because they're really not actually qualified for that guy. Like, you know what I mean? They're really not qualified for this 6'3" ripped Chad who fucking makes $200,000, $300,000 a year. And you know what I mean? All he's trying to do is just fucking hook up, but he has to play that game with her to get them draws. You get what I'm trying to say? But after he gets them draws, he realized there's nothing more to offer. This girl is not on my level in any way, shape, or form. I must move on and keep slaying until he finds his perfect type. See, but this is the thing about that Chad, is it's very difficult for him to find his perfect type, because sometimes he might find a girl that's his perfect type body wise, but then she's looking for a fucking billionaire or millionaire. Or he might find a girl that he is hooking up with that his perfect type physically, but then she's batshit fucking crazy. She's mentally fucking insane. You get what I'm trying to say? So it is extremely fucking difficult for guys to find their fucking perfect type. So when guys do find their fucking perfect type, a lot of them fumble it, can't execute, care too much, get cheated on, whatever the case is. And it's just a cycle of fucking, and then we just stuck in the same cycle. This is why the CLG is fucking needed, because what I'm trying to teach guys is, okay, you do find your perfect type. Okay, some guys find their perfect type and they want to fucking be monogamous. You do find your perfect type. You want to be monogamous. You do see this girl as something that you want to take serious. But now you know how to actually fucking do it. You know how to turn down your care. You know how to not come off as so needy. You know how to fucking lead. You know how to fucking, you feel me? Create healthy boundaries. You know how to do all the shit that the media says that they call toxic masculinity. You don't have to cheat on the bitch. You don't have to have a rotation. You don't have to live my life. All I'm doing is just giving you the fucking skill set. That is all I'm fucking doing. You can choose to use the skill set how you see fit. Now, this is what I will tell you. If you choose a promiscuous girl like the one in this video, even if she is your perfect type, you have to be prepared that this girl is going to cheat on you. Statistics say after she has fucked 9 guys, you have to accept that this girl is going to fucking cheat on you if you decide to take her serious long term. So you already have to put, yes, it's a pessimistic way of thinking, but you just have to understand statistically that is a possibility when you decide to wife a promiscuous woman. You have to go into the relationship knowing that that's a possibility. Just like women have to go into the relationship knowing that if they date a certain caliber of guy, cheating is a high possibility. But in my opinion, cheating is way worse when a woman does it than when a guy does it. And I'm going to die with that opinion until proven otherwise. Because women are trying to make it seem like it's fucking equal. Right? It's the same. If a guy can do it, I can do it. If a guy can do it, okay. A guy can fight in the war. You ain't saying you want to fight in the war. A guy can pay all the fucking bills. You ain't saying you trying to pay all the bills. A guy can fucking fight off another guy. You ain't trying to fight off another fucking guy. Well, some of you bitches try to fight off another guys and you realize real quickly it ain't gonna go how you think it's gonna go. Because some girls' egos and pride and self-esteem is so over fucking inflated that they honestly believe that they can whoop a guy's ass until proven otherwise. And it's sad when they get proven otherwise because all the guys know that she couldn't whoop that nigga. But when that nigga snap and say, you hit me, bitch, and hit her back, every video I've ever seen, that bitch was flat out like a pancake. And it's sad that it even has to go that far. Because a girl believes that she can do everything a fucking man can do. Play your fucking role, baby girl. You'll live a more enjoyable life if you play your fucking role to the best of its ability. You're not as strong as us. You're not as big as us. You're not as logically thinking as us. You're a second class citizen compared to men. In all honesty. So for all my guys who haven't jumped into the CLG community, bro, it's still only $48 a month. If you jump in now, you get a free one-on-one call with me. You can DM me to set that free one-on-one call up. And if you jump in before August 25th, you get access to the Hard 30 for free. You know what I mean? But it's not going to drop until August 25th or 26th, whatever the case is. But if you jump in before that, you will get access to the Hard 30 just like every member that's already in the group. They're going to have access to it as well. And the Hard 30 is just me going out every single day just to show you guys that the CLG process works, right? Show you the ups, show you the downs, show you the negatives, show you the positives, show you just every fucking thing. And Miami is actually one of the hardest places to pull it off. So I just wanted to break that down for you. And without further ado, I'm out. Peace.